right, there we go.
We fall down.
Bro, because it's like, bro, you every time you say something, bro, Mojo says some smart ass shit. It's just funny as shit, bro.
It
Someone
be
got
you. What are you talking about?
You know
It
what's
be you.
bro? First off, why are you talking to me while I'm taking this shit, bro? Like, why are you talking to me, bro? Like, keep the fucking mic, bro.
Hornet's nest that was on the side of my house, right? So the bees instantly are riled up. And mind you, to get to the trash can, you got to go down this steep ass hill. So it wasn't no just
medical advice. It was, Jeffrey, put the spoon in the freezer.
I remember them days.
That's what it was.
In the block. Thank you for the dock. I'm about to spin the block.
For the what? For the what?
The nigga on the hood AI, he was like, thank you for the Glock. I'm about to spin the block.
That ain't what you said.
All right, y'all. We out here eating on the show. About to get interviewed. About to get some questions going on. You ready?
Yep.
All right. So, when you first meet a guy, how do you decide if he's going to be a friend, more than a friend, and more importantly, when do you decide? Because
and is a living thing.
Scorpion from Mortal Kombat. He live on the sun.
Exactly, bro. Aliens, bro. Who knows, bro? We might have some. You know what I mean?
Like, bro. Aliens up there.
And that's what they might be talking. You know what I'm saying? Might be hearing some shit like that in the background.
This nigga Luke is the greatest and the worst. All that.
Real shit, bro.
He is the alien. He's Morpheus.
Going like, yo, I gotta pee.
I don't want to imagine it.
That's fucking...
Anything that's not Earth is a planet.
Anything that's not Earth is a planet. You heard it here.
Yeah, we heard it. Mm-hmm.
Case closed. Boop has solved the problem.
This. Freedom is only one generation away from extinction. Mm-hmm. All these people that complain about these billionaires and all these guys, who do you think's keeping this country afloat? How do you think this works, you dummies? Mm-hmm. Right? Where do you think this government money comes from? Where, one of the things, all you young people that are watching this right now, you don't want anything from the government. The only thing you want from the government is for them to stay out of your business. That's it. As less government as absolutely possible. If you think the government is ever gonna take care of you and make all your hopes and dreams come true, you are out of your mind. It's not how it works. It's not how it works.
Watch that video. Sound like somebody super rich would say. Feel what he's saying. You don't want the government in your shit too much, but the super rich definitely promote that because it's if we could trust every billionaire and millionaire to look out for the little guy and help them stay afloat without the government interfering and all that, sure, but we can't. It's been proven. Look at FDR and the New Deal. People criticize him and say it was just a way of putting a massive government overreach, but look at why he had to do it. Robber barons literally had children getting maimed in factories without giving them benefits and health benefits, shit like that, to increase their profits. You can't be doing shit like that.
And one other thing you got to consider is that can you become a billionaire without breaking a few eggs? You know what I mean?
Possibly. It just depends on the product you're selling.
Right. It depends. Yeah. And who backs you.
It depends on the product you're selling. You know what I'm saying?
Who backs you for real? Because, those people that back you are going to represent you, and that's going to represent your company. It depends on how it goes, You know what I mean? It could be like, what if it's a company that gets rich off of deforestation? Like, you're fucked, if people find out.
Yeah.
You're not fucked if you make toothpicks. I'm just being real.
You're right, though.
You're not fucked.
But here's the thing. Now, you can do it in a very immoral way. You can be moral about it too. You're gonna have to take somebody's labor value to an extent, just because of the way money works, you're not putting all the effort and energy into it, and you just try to compensate people as fairly as possible. Like, fuck, if you're the guy with the idea and you end up profiting the most from it because you put the pieces together, so be it. As long as the people who help you, as long as the pieces you help put together, you're paying them something decent to where they're not starving and they're not begging with their hand out. I'm not opposed to that necessarily
But here's the
in
fucked
terms
up
of
part though.
accruing your billions or whatever.
They can't pay them a decent wage because then you know what they wouldn't become? Billionaires.
No, that's not true. That's not true. And here's where I disagree. Here's what I hate when people make that argument, especially billionaire. Other people like you gotta pay them less to make them rich. You need
I'm
that
not.
wealth gap. I'm
I
not
ain't
saying
telling
you
you
are.
that.
I'm not saying you
Doesn't make
are.
sense.
I'm not saying you are. I'm not saying you are at all. I'm just, I'm glad you brought that up. Because what I would say to this is those people become your fucking consumers. The more people you have at a livable wage who can buy more, who have a little bit more excess, the more people are going to buy your shit. So if I got a little more money in my pocket to do it, that's less of a burden on so-called government that I don't need them for as much. Because now I have the excess to do it on my own and people are going to do that. I would like as
So
a billionaire, if I had a company, I would understand. I'm giving the people, if it's something that everybody uses, if I had a Walmart or something like that, I'm giving the people that work their money. Why are they going to shop in my store? Especially if I'm a little bit cheaper, but still quality goods. And all. Yeah, I'm gonna make even more money because there's gonna
Yeah,
be
but
more people who are able to use my shit
if
and
they
buy my
made more
shit.
money, would they shop at Walmart at all though?
Yeah, for certain good. Yeah,
cool.
I
rich niggas shop at Walmart.
Yeah, I'm about to say, wait, hold on.
I
I'm
couldn't
not
even tell
buying
you.
clothes there necessarily. No,
Yeah,
I might not.
facts.
I might my girl not be getting the Sylvia Vergara
Yo,
collection or some shit like
yo,
that. Whatever the fuck they think that's what they
yo,
sell
Shaq,
there.
Shaq,
But
Shaq bought like $75,000 worth of stuff at a Walmart one time, and his car got declined.
Right.
why wouldn't I go there
And
for electronics, computers, like regular shit, back to school shit?
'Cause
Hell yeah.
I think for like blue collar, white collar people, then yeah, they do go out and shop and buy their stuff. But they're average people for the most part. But we're talking about billionaires. Billionaires ain't going to shop for nothing.
well, they order it.
Y'all remember the Paris Hilton show, right? With her and Christina Ricci, right? That motherfucker didn't even know what a Walmart was. She's
No,
now the head of Hilton Hotels. She didn't even know what a Walmart
I
was.
think that was for the show. I think that bitch
Maybe
dumbed down for
so.
the show. I
because
think a
you
lot of
be that
that.
stupid. You
Because
know
here's the
what that
thing.
is?
I've seen Paris Hilton talk. Yeah, she was like, it's.
I don't
But
know,
she
man.
was also intelligent. She went to the best schools, got intelligent. She knows what Walmart is. Even if she never shopped in one, she knows it's $1 billion company. She knows about the
I'm sure
stock.
she does. Yeah,
Yeah, so it was all for the fucking show. A lot of that shit.
but that's
Like,
to make the perception to give people about rich people.
yeah,
Like
but
you just
that's it. So think about when it came out.
no, yeah,
Who made
no.
it? It's hot. It's hot. That was her. Like,
That's hot. 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 That's hot.
come on, you said it was corny shit.
No, you're right. But you know she's now the head of Hilton now.
No, that's because she stopped fucking doing the dumb shit
She
and
had
putting
to.
that, and it was like, all right, let's get this money for real.
She had to. She
And you
had to.
think her father would have made it ahead? They told her at one point, like, no, you're doing this public shit. This reality TV shit you're doing is not for us, and
Not
we're
even
not
just
with
that.
it.
All the sex
Oh,
tapes.
oh yeah, yeah.
All,
Hell
all the
no.
sex.
What,
Remember,
First
she
the
of all,
started
sex
that
tape?
sex tape shit.
Yeah, the sex tape wasn't that. No, she didn't
yeah.
start it, but she
Well, I
definitely had
mean,
one
Oh
though.
man, she didn't start it, but she.
that's the first one I remember niggas talking about. I mean, you had the low level criminals that we might have wanted to see, but
Nah, Kim Kardashian started the sex tape
I
shit.
thought Kim was after her.
Nah.
Kim was after Paris. Yes, she was.
Are you serious? No, I think she was before because when Kim came out, like she topped everybody else's sex tape
Paris,
that came
Paris
out.
damn near 50 years old now. What you talking about?
Kim K is 44. They like
Bruh,
that. They're
there's
not that
no
far
way.
apart.
I ain't,
Yeah,
I
Paris
swear,
Hilton is
Kim.
like 46, 47.
yeah, because I remember she had already had a sex tape when they was doing when her and Kristen and Ricci was doing that show. It was in the 90s. I never
No,
heard of no
no, it
Kim
wasn't. No, it
Kardashian.
wasn't. That show was in the
Let's see.
2000s.
What's the name of it?
Look that shit up because nah, fuck that. There's no way.
Yeah, that
I
show was in
swear.
the
I mean, I
2000s.
swear Kim K came after or before. I feel like she came before. I don't know though. I mean, this is before like Kim was like that. You know what I mean? She wasn't even fucking known for real for even doing anything. I
I
mean,
don't remember anything. I
I
don't
can't
remember hearing
remember.
nothing about Kim
Like maybe
Kardashian during the time of Paris Hilton. She was the thought of the century,
the televised thought. You trying to say?
and she was 2001. Yeah, that was that for Paris sex
2001.
tape 2001 called Night in
I was
Paris,
like,
and then Kim K sex tape
I was only like 6.
2007.
Damn.
Yeah, they big time apart.
So Kim K was 01 or
No,
Paris Hilton was
2003. Take it back. 2003. The Ray J
It
one.
definitely wasn't
2003. Yeah,
2007.
the Ray J one.
So Ray J 2003. And Paris was 01?
01, yeah.
No. It was 2004.
Cool.
Where you see 2001 at?
Hold on, let me go back to it.
Oh, I'm just confirming what Mojo said. I'm not too sure because I was only like 6, man. I mean, I wasn't looking at this shit. You know what I mean?
Right.
Oh,
Paris
God,
sexual intercourse in May 2001
Yeah,
with
but it
Solomon.
didn't come out until 2004.
Right, but what I'm saying is that she was already fucking on video before Kim K. I mean,
Yeah, but that wasn't released to the public till after Kim's.
So Kim's was first. In a way, like
Paris was in
like,
June 5th. Oh yeah, March. No, that still say Paris. So hers is in June.
Nah, I don't.
You know
I
what?
really don't remember half this shit. All
Fuck
I
it,
know is
both
when
these
I
bitches
got
was
older.
fucking on camera
Yeah.
around this same time. It was
Yeah.
early 2000s. Both of these bitches was putting out box
Sex
tapes.
tapes.
So
I think Paris's case, she just was already rich, so it didn't matter what dick she was on.
no, yeah, she was. And then Ray J. Kim introduced the world to the white woman with the fat ass syndrome. Everybody was like, "Who the fuck is this bitch?" And they exist. And niggas was like,
Yeah,
"Yeah, they out there."
They ain't even know that was a damn gypsy though. Them motherfucking hoes. Them motherfucking gypsy, bro. They put spells on. Look at every man come through that
I
fucking house.
know some niggas would be like, "Look, man, I'm gonna try my
Fuck,
Kim
not
with
me,
the
bro.
spell."
They
Try
showed
my Kim with the spell.
everybody who's dated any Kim Kardashian or
Any
who's dated any
Kardashian.
Kardashian.
One of them was a
And they
woman, one of
showed-
them was a drug addict.
and they
Ray
showed-
J's the
bro,
best, and
they
look,
showed
he
that
was
they
all
are
fucked up on
terrible.
reality TV, looking crazy and shit.
Ray J still
But after
fucked
the
up
show,
looking.
they
Ray J
fucked
still
up, too.
Ray J look crazy to me, bro. He don't look like he got
He
no
said-
sense.
he
That
said,
motherfucking versus shit with him and Mario, bro. He looks so weak
Yo,
on that
he really
motherfucker,
did
bro.
look crazy. He looked crazy in that verses for real,
Bunch of
for real.
fucking middle-aged men on stage thinking they still are sex symbols and shit. Like the shit is crazy, bro.
He out there with a baby singing, sounding terrible.
Man.
Wait, real? I've been having fun with y'all niggas, but y'all all been interrupting my songs, singing the songs, getting singing the harmonies. I start again, a cappella to try to serenade Princess, and y'all go, one wish again, like damn. Like just let me get one off.
It was so bad that like niggas looking like, damn, little Sammy, we ain't realized that nigga you was that guy for real. Like, what's going on? Just didn't know, bro. Like that shit had me.
That's what y'all call Mario, Little Sammy?
Nah, Lil Sammy was the other dude on it. You remember Lil Sammy? I like the way you look at me. I like the way we. He only had a couple songs. He did the album with the Lil Rascal album with Lil Wayne and Lil Zane and Lil Sammy and Lil Bow Wow too.
Littles.
Yeah, I think it was Lil Bow Wow when they did the motherfucking
Littles.
The Littles. I thought they was called the Lil Rascals.
I mean, you called everybody was just a little, but that's what I said.
Yeah,
No
but
rascal, like,
they came out with the Hardball movie with Keanu Reeves and shit when he was reviving his career and shit.
oh no,
That's funny as hell though.
oh no, not the Little
Yeah.
Rascal movie.
No, it wasn't. That's the name of the group was the Lil Rascals.
I know, but the movie, the baseball movie with Keanu Reeves, shit, man.
Well, I mean, if you look at the history of a lot of these actors, they had times where they had to revive their shit. Like Keanu Reeves was a famous actor in the 80s and shit.
Started doing a couple romantic comedies, and he's
some
always had a
fucking-
career.
Some
Johnny
of the movies
Mnemonic
was,
and shit
yeah,
like
I'm about to say that
but
shit was trash. He did some the 90s. Keanu Reeves did some trash ass movies through the 90s, bro.
A lot of
He didn't-
people did. You know,
he-
90s was a weird time, man.
He didn't get back right until Speed. Speed revived his life.
B was the 90s too. That was like 96, 97.
That's what I'm saying. That revived him from
That's what-
that 80s era where he was in what's the joint he was in with Patrick Swayze?
Point Break. That was
Point
the
Break.
90s too. That was the 90s too.
Oh, that was the night I wasn't like 89.
Nah, that was like early 90s. Point Break. If I'm not mistaken. Might have been 89. But it was early 90s. Bro,
Hey, I fuck with Point Break. 91.
91. Okay.
Jesus.
Yeah, no, it was a
Nah,
good
so-
one. Was
What?
definitely Point Break. Point Break was definitely a good joint.
The best scene in the movies when they was skydiving out the plane, bruh. And they was fighting in the air and shit. Like that was the best thing. Like, that's the scene of a movie that made me feel like one day I'm gonna fly, nigga.
He's I'm on the skydive like shit, huh?
For real, bro. That shit is dope, bro. I fuck with that Point Break. I was so mad when they redid that shit and fucked it up. Did you see the remake?
But when they redo it,
In
when did they redo it?
2017.
Oh no, I gotta look that
It,
up. Now.
it wasn't bad, but they didn't have to call it Point Break. They could have called it anything else, and it would still been a good movie. You know what I'm saying? But it wasn't really Point Break.
You're trying to live into the legacy of the Point Break. You can't do that twice. Not every movie like I remember when they were coming out remakes for everything. It was like, okay, I'm just getting tired of remakes. Like, who gives a fuck? You know what I mean?
You don't even
Some of
realize
them
that
were.
most of the movies y'all had in your time frame was a remake, Monkey.
I know that's what I'm saying. Or most of them for
Even the
what I would
music.
come to realize, most movies were made off of books. And then when I realized, I was like, I didn't even know that. I didn't know that they were mostly books. I read books, but I mean, shit, I didn't
Green
read it.
eggs and ham and shit.
Like, okay, The Great Gatsby. I'm saying that became a movie, but that was already a movie in the fucking 70s or the 80s or something like that. That shit was in black and white. You know what I mean? The the newer one was like recently in our time era. You know what I'm saying? The Great Gatsby just came out in a way, the remake, but that was like a minute ago. So when I finally like learned what that was about, I read the book first. I didn't even know what The Great Gatsby was, and then after we read the book, I think our teacher showed us the movie, the original, with the dude from NCIS, the white dude. He was like the director. I can't give him who played in that. Damn it, who played in that
I
motherfucker,
don't
man?
remember the original. I'm gonna be honest, remember the original.
Hold on, the great. I'm gonna find this real quick. The Great Gatsby original.
I never seen the original. I
The
read the
Great
book. They
Gatsby.
made us read the book in school, but I never seen that movie.
Great Gatsby is a 1925 novel by American writer F. Scott Fitzgerald.
Original movie. Come on now. No, I'm gonna tell you right now because uh, everybody knows this guy. Everybody knows this guy. Um.
You said
Oh,
NCIS?
Sam Waterson. Sam Waterson. He is old now. Like his picture, Jesus Christ. But yeah, um, yeah,
Monkey, clean it up.
he played in the original Great Gatsby, and a lot of only and for my time, I've only seen him in NCIS and shit like that.
What give you the bigger check, the movies or the TV shows? Movies give you the bigger check.
Because it depends. TV show, you gotta think about it like this: you have to be a superstar, and the show has to be like mega popular, and you might get
And they
like
have to break it
a
down.
million an episode. And if you're getting a million an episode, and
Yeah,
let's say you're doing 26 episodes a season, you're making yeah. Let's say you're doing 26 episodes a season. You're probably not though. You're probably doing like 13, 10 to 13, right?
Especially I'm thinking more like back in the day. But yeah.
So now let's say
yeah,
so that's 13 mil a season. You do 2 seasons a year. Maybe that's about 26 mil. You could do a movie in about 3 months, maybe the same time for one season, and make that 20 mil.
But ain't it more of a
yeah.
gamble with a
Or you
movie?
make it. No, you make it more than that,
Nah, but you
probably.
can get a
Like
upfront
way more.
salary. Are you talking about like make more in terms of advertising, total revenues
I
brought
mean, just
in,
the
or
whole
what
what
you
the
would
whole
get
movie
paid
made.
more from?
Like, I mean, I guess it depends on the kind of movie that it is versus, I guess, also the kind of TV show that it is. But when I say that you may spend the same time, you may spend a year taping a movie.
Nah,
Yeah, I
if
mean,
you
and
spend
Maybe not now, but I know some movies that were in taping for a long time, partially because they had to move from different destinations to film the movie. You know what I mean? And that takes time to
right,
move the whole crew from here to there. I know some movies
they
they
create authenticity.
take 6 months to a year for them to be filmed and put out. Maybe not now because they do so much more in a computer studio versus a movie studio now. So maybe not as long today, but I know back in the day it would take about that long to film and shoot a movie.
Yeah, I say more, even sometimes more than a year, right?
they have had movies that haven't come out for years, but it don't take nowhere near a year to
But
shoot.
even if you
People do
even if you don't
45, 60-day shoots now. You know what I'm
even if
saying?
it
Like,
don't come out for a year, right? That's a year that you sitting on. Well, I guess you can go make some more money somewhere else though.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. The movie's
Yeah,
done. It just hasn't been put out. You can go grab and make another movie, something like that. I'm talking about the
yeah.
time it takes to shoot it and finish it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it should not take. They're talking about 60-day shoots, 4 month shoots if for like the James Bond where they're different locations. They got to get the
The right
weather and all
angle.
that shit right.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they knocked them gents out.
I guess they do that shit now real fast. I remember that William Wallace,
Braveheart, yeah.
Braveheart. They filmed that movie for 2 years.
Jesus Christ, 2 years? Damn, 2 years. Oh my God.
Fuck took them 2 years.
They
It was
motherfucking shit.
different because
And they
they filmed
motherfucking
it. They
filmed
filmed it
that
in
shit
two
for two
different countries.
years.
They filmed it in two different countries. So
So
God damn.
I don't know, bro. I don't know why
two
it could
different
be
countries
anywhere.
that share the same island. I'm sure it was probably because they had to shut down production at some point. Which if that like I don't count that as
You gotta
part of
think about
making a
them
movie.
things.
If you shut down production, everything stops. I'm free to move on and do something else in that time. That's a L, but that's not like when I'm thinking of movie time. I'm thinking of total time.
Just
Yeah,
actually on the thing. Yeah.
yeah. in my mind.
Because I see a lot of actors go to movies, and I just was wondering if maybe the money in the movies was just a little bit better. Go from movies to the TV screen.
Well, Ice Cube saying he's almost a big conspiracy theorist too. Like he's considered like I think a lot of people think he's crazy in a way.
Well, Ice Cube has surpassed most of the echelons. He's not necessarily an actor now. He got his own fucking production company and all that shit now. Like,
yeah,
Cube Vision is his.
He's come a long way, and I think, to be honest with you, if there was something to come out big, I think he would probably cover it. But from what I've seen so far, he's denied roles that was going to pay him buku money, and one acting. You know what I'm saying? And then you were asking like which would be better, TV show or movie? It would be the movie. You're getting paid by yourself just by the movie, and then I guess you make extra from whatever that movie makes. I'm not too sure how that happens. I don't know if that's what they get paid for, the extra money. You know what I mean? After besides the deal they already got.
It took them 6 weeks to film the battle at Sterling Bridge. It took 6 weeks to film.
I did know that it took a long time to film it because of all the extras, and that was like one of the most epic battles in history too. So they were really trying to get that shit right and all that bullshit.
They're trying to make that authentic.
So
quote unquote.
Back then the technology wasn't what it is today. So I can see that it took a little longer to do certain things back then.
Imagine how many people they had to have in the crowd recording, running with the people fighting.
Just to have to keep yelling cut on a battlefield and everybody didn't hear cut. You know what I'm saying? Like it takes a second for everybody to stop doing what they're doing because it takes
so many people. Yeah, it's gonna take a while to get them all together.
Yeah,
because they had to act that shit out. They had to really look like it was a war and shit. That shit looked gooder than
motherfucker.
Gooder than a bitch.
That's a good ass movie, bro. That's in my top 10.
Top 10?
Yeah, that's in my top 10.
And the number of top 10, which is it?
Oh, see, I don't like to do that.
I had to ask because I was like,
watch one. That's how I feel that day. I don't like to do that, man. That's not fair. That's like my daughter asks me all the time, like, what's my favorite this, what's my favorite that? And I'd be like, I don't like to do that because I might like it this week, but next week I might be done with it for a few months. You know what I mean? Don't mean I don't like it. I just don't want it.
I just don't want it.
I don't want it. Damn, what was I about to ask y'all earlier? But
I did not know.
Hey, can I step off real quick?
No.
We in the middle of fucking recording.
You edit that shit. Y'all might even say some shit and I come back in and, seconds.
Nice that he got his fucking shit together.
I just gotta step away, but you can still see me though. Yeah. I'm still here, baby. We in this bitch. Funny ass monkey.
All right.
I'll be right back. 2 seconds, 2 minutes.
You know that, what's her name or his name? I can't think of his name. Did you see this record? Check this out.
It's important to remember that only telling someone yes and telling someone yes, you're valid, and only affirming them and only saying yes is not an act of love. That's not what love is. Love is not giving in to every whim and only saying yes. Love is putting up those boundaries and saying no and having to keep someone safe even when they might be upset at you for it. Because only saying yes and only going down one path and only affirming isn't love, it's enabling. And I feel like that's just something that parents need to understand this.
Is that the deep transition girl speaks up?
Yeah, he's changing back into a man. And he was saying that if his parents had told him no, he would have not did it for the most part. Because everybody was coddling him. Do it. Live your truth. I'm seeing a lot more videos of people that transition to the opposite sex. They be having some real psychological issues after that. Some real big ones. Like I don't know if you know about the lady that transitioned and pretended to be a man for a whole year and or unalived herself at the end of it. Left a big long note letting everybody know like it's hard being a man. You know what I mean? I was treated worse than I ever was treated in my whole life. And I'm just seeing a whole trend of that now. What you think about that, bro?
I think, and I'm not knocking nobody, but I think there's, somewhat of a psychological issue before it gets to that. I think being born, and I'm not addressing nobody specifically, but like being born and having straight parts, not even like hermaphrodite where I got both and it's really confusing as fuck. Nah, I got one set of genitalia, but I feel like I should be in this body and I feel like I should be doing this. I really do feel for those people because I feel like there's a psychological something going on. The shit doesn't add up psychologically. The physical psyche connection doesn't fucking add up, and to me, I feel like that's an issue. That's probably got to cause issues to begin with because you feel like I should have these certain parts and I should be able to do certain things that I can't do.
It's right here.
The pelvis. It's the only bone in the body that's gender specific, which means it's different in boys and girls.
I feel like that's definitely going to cause problems for somebody.
Do you think that outside of the abuse scenarios, do you think that some people decide to do that because they feel like it would be easier in as the opposite sex? They have a perspective that the other sex has it easier.
That is very possible. I can't say. No one I've spoken to has ever said anything like that. Like, yeah, I think it's easier. That's why I'm not that I've talked to a whole bunch of fucking.
It's just easier to be a man, and so therefore you're like, well, it's easier for you to get a raise.
Why is it easier to be a man when men?
I mean, the gender pay gap just says it all. And
Okay,
transition people, so I can't sit here and speak like I have a bountiful knowledge or of experience because I don't. I don't have a bevy of experience to go off of, but I don't know. Again, you're just feeling like, hey, this doesn't line up right. My body and what I see and what I feel and what I'm actually able to do and what I have doesn't add up right. It feels off. This feels wrong. Again, I've never been there, so to me, that's just.
How could you even calculate that though? You've never been in the opposite body to know that that's where you're supposed to be.
I don't know, but at the same time, I've also been in dangerous situations and have known, hey, this is not where I need to be, right? Like you can be in an area and be like, you know what? I got this crazy feeling. I wasn't supposed to be here, so I took the fuck off because I could just tell something was about to go down or some shit. Like, just knew I wasn't supposed to be in that area, and then some shit happens, right? I knew I wasn't supposed to fuck with somebody. I talked to them. They said some shit. Not even that they said nothing crazy. Just something about them didn't sit right with me. Told me, hey, don't fuck with this person. I ended up being true. So it could be something similar, but on a different level. It's like, hey, something in my body is just something's off. Something is telling me this is not how I'm supposed to be. I'm supposed to be a little bit different.
You never been in a situation where you felt like something was off and stayed and everything was fine?
I've been in situations where I felt like that, like, yeah, something's a little off, and I stuck around and nothing happened necessarily, but I still felt like, something's is off. I can't put my fucking finger on it, but like could have had more fun, or could have, saying could have just been different in some way, but it wasn't because shit was a little something's just off about this whole shit.
I think that's a very valid point what you just made when you said you could have had more fun. You could have enjoyed yourself better. You know what I mean? And I could understand. I could understand them saying that. I can't really understand them saying I'm in the wrong body. I can understand them saying that they want to be the opposite sex. You know what I mean? If people gave that answer more and said, no, I just want to be a woman. I don't feel like one, but I just want to be one. You know what I mean? I think I could respect that a little bit more. But I think to try to rationalize it up by saying that I just feel like I'm supposed to be in the body of a woman, even if you change your body up and switch it around, you still in the body of a man. So you're not getting what you're asking.
Yeah, I can't. I won't. Like I said, I won't knock because I've never felt anything even close to that. So I won't knock that because again, I don't have those same feelings, right? So I can't
So
necessarily, like, I can't say yes or no or speak any kind of, because I'm like, I myself have never once felt like that ever.
So y'all talking about the one that y'all talking about the video, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So damn that I ain't going like I'm kind of listen. I was listening in because I was listening to y'all talk at the same time, and what that person was saying, it kind of hits home for me because I didn't necessarily like. Yeah, love is a lie
You wish
without
you never
proof.
transitioned.
Only one my arms could hold. Then hope somebody could make me
No. It was the part.
happy with your transition.
This is stupid as shit, y'all. No, it was a part about saying like yes to everything or letting it being like the person said enabling, and it's not that I like always said yes and was enabling, but in
SIMP, I am SIMP, spending my
almost saying yes and almost being like I guess pushed into saying that only for either more conflict wouldn't happen or trying to diffuse the situation, something like that. I've been in that shoes because of just my ex. You know, my ex was fucking wild as fuck. I had to think real seriously before I said something because I was like, oh my god, if I say this, shit's just gonna go left and it's not gonna be my favor. And that's why I shouldn't have lived like that. And that's like living a lie. You know what I mean? That's definitely not living no truth of being in a relationship or actually feeling love and felt. And because I love the person, quote unquote, you know, I enabled them to, you know, be who they are instead of putting my foot down. And that's how I feel about that. Like, it's really difficult to, I guess, have two dominant people in a relationship too, or even if it's not two dominant people, almost strong-hearted people, I guess. And I don't know. It depends on how it works out. It all depends. I mean, I don't know how to explain that woman right there, but she was like almost like alpha male, trying to be alpha male, like she wore the pants in a relationship. And I'm like, how? When I'm always working, I was out there doing my thing. You know, when she didn't have a job, I was working still, and just stupid shit that I got fucked over at the end of the day.
Hey, brought y'all home some dinner from work.
Calvin, you can't keep feeding me and your baby hamburgers and french fries every goddamn night.
Well, what the hell do you expect me to do?
Nigga, get a real job.
Bitch, McDonald's is giving me an opportunity to serve my community and feel responsible for the welfare of my own environment.
Because we loved each other. You know what I mean?
But what kind of things was you just saying yes to?
Certain arguments where it came down to either we're talking about something that I probably even know, right? She's going to say, no, it's like this. I'm just like, all right, fine. I'm going to let you can have that because it looks like we're not going to get anywhere without either me saying, yes, you're right, or just like, oh, okay, like, you know, you can have that. You're not going to speak on it no more. You don't want to keep going about it because it's literally not even that big of a deal. 9 times out of 10, it's a stupid ass little petty ass argument, and we're not getting nowhere with it. There's literally no resolution. There might be one, but it's only if I probably submit and agree with you. If I don't, then my opinion and everything I'm saying is fucking down the trash. It really doesn't matter about me at the end of the day. I'm gonna have to say yes to you because you're not either gonna you're not calming down. You're still trying to throw heat at me and just trying to keep this argument up when there's no point to. It's been over. Why are we putting 1,000% energy in the fucking stupidest fucking argument about the stupidest little thing?
Because you entertain it.
You're right, but then yet, when there's more of a bigger situation, you can't even hold it down. In a way, you can't hold it down. Now you're looking for.
But that's how you know y'all working against each other because you looking for her to fail, she looking for you to fail, so she can say I told you so, and so you can say I told you so.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean? You gotta work together.
You can't feel like you're walking on eggshells just to make the other one happy.
You gotta make sure she can never say "I told you so." That you're the only one with the "I told you so"s.
Yeah,
but that's why
and it wasn't more "I told you so" because half the time she was still wrong, even though she said she told me so.
You don't have to say as a man. As a man, you can't say "I told you so." You can know it. She'll know it.
Right,
You'll know it. But you can't say it.
Oh, I learned fast. You don't tell them I told you so. You don't tell them.
You don't have to say I told you.
You know, nothing. You have to.
Did you figure it out, baby? And then they know what
It's
that
like,
means. Shut up. What? I didn't say that. I just asked if you figured it out.
and it make you try to feel stupid, like you were the stupid
So
ass.
was I wrong?
Because if you know what you know, then you let them go ahead find out. It's all right.
Yeah. Trust
yeah,
me,
find
man.
out. It's
Like,
hot as a motherfucker.
prime example. I know y'all. If you ever experienced any type of woman for a long period of time, and you tell them something like you know about cars, I swear to God,
Mhm.
unless you're just a dude who didn't work on cars or you know nothing about cars,
Niggas
whatever the
say some
case is.
dumb.
No, but there's some niggas out here who don't even know how to
They have
change
no.
a car tire.
They have no clue.
You know what I'm saying? There's some people out here who really don't know how to change a car tire.
I had a
See, I
motherfucking
learned my
homeboy of mine called me in the middle of the
Yeah, I
night
remember
one
you
night,
told me.
bruh. Yeah, in the middle of the fucking night, bruh, asking me to change his girl tire. I said, "Oh nigga,
Oh my God.
nigga, I need you to understand something. If I go change your girl tire, my girl now, nah, man, I'm with
You know
her."
how much of a pansy you look like?
He like, I'm
You
with
know how
her.
much of a pansy you look like?
You look real weak calling another nigga to come change your girl tire. I said, if I come change that tire, bruh, she mine. But I'm with her. That makes it even worse, bro. You sitting right in the passenger seat and you can't change a fucking tire. No, won't be me. I'll walk you through it.
Imagine if another person got out their car, some big buff ass nigga, like, oh, you need your tire change? You're done for, bro. It's like,
I'm
it don't
sure,
even matter who it
all
is.
respect was lost from her. Because even when I made the joke of, oh yeah, she probably gonna have to give me some booty after I change that tire, she laughed like a motherfucker. She laughed way harder than
Like I was
Oh boy
thinking the
was like,
same shit.
so
Uh-huh.
I told her, I said, I let him know, bro. I said, nah, bro, I'm not coming. I'm not gonna do that to you, bro. You're gonna have to figure that out. I'll walk you through it.
Walk you through. Take all the time you need.
But you shouldn't even have had me on
bullshit.
speakerphone asking me to do no shit like that. No. I would never.
Yeah.
I'd have been out there for 4 hours doing that shit. I would never. I'm trying to tell you, I would never.
I'm so glad I learned a long time ago. Like,
It's certain
there's
shit
so
like,
many.
certain shit, nah.
I'm so glad.
Mm-mm.
I'm so like I learned that at a real young age. Like I learned how to change brakes. I didn't do rotors and everything, but brakes, tires. I know how to change some things like in the engine, like change your alternator. Just certain small things. I could change your oil. You know what I mean?
Man,
Oh, I could change your your valve
I
in your
learned because
tire.
anything you take out, you just put the new one right the fuck back there. That's how I learned everything I ever did on the car. I just took it out and put the new one right where the fuck it was supposed to go at. And niggas don't even want to
Yeah,
get underneath it.
yeah.
I know he lost so much respect that night. I don't think it was ever the same. I don't think it was.
I bet it wasn't. That, especially in them days, man. Because I couldn't imagine if I didn't know shit. Like I'm glad like I said, I keep saying I'm glad I learned a lot of shit because I had to help a lot of people.
Man, you just
And probably I didn't even know how much better of a badass motherfucker I looked like, but because I was actually naive back in the day. You know, I didn't think about that shit like you thought how you broke it down.
What?
Because there's times I had to go help my mans or help or a girl. You know what I'm saying, bro? Like, oh
Nah.
man, they would call me. You calling me? I was like, what happened to your man? They're like, oh, he don't. Or he can't come.
I'll come
Like,
get your car and take it where it need to go. I don't even want you
yeah,
at the fucking Jiffy. Saying the Jiffy Lube getting your oil
yeah.
change because I know them niggas is hawks. I be in there sitting there just watching them. Them niggas is hawks. There's no way I'm letting you go up there. No, I'm gonna take your car. I'm gonna get it. I even had situations where niggas be sitting in the passenger seat and I don't see them. You know what I'm saying the girl's pumping the gas. Try, let me get that for you. And then I look and there's a whole nigga and I was like, oh nah, this is sad. This is sad. I apologize. I'm not gonna pump your gas. Your man's right there. I'm not pumping your gas while that nigga's right there.
No way, and she will let you pump the gas.
Yeah.
Fucking weird.
Even when I
That's
see
fucking
like little boys in the car while their mom is pumping the gas, I be like, no man, you get out this car. I'm old now because I really do that shit. You get out this car, man. You pump your mother gas, man.
Van at the bottom, push regular.
I stop, man. Help your mother with these bags. Why she got all the bags and you got a car?
One of them boys gonna look you dead in your face like, fuck out of here, old nigga.
Fuck you, bitch. Shut the fuck up, bitch. Back the fuck up. I'll knock the fuck out you.
Fuck out of here, old
I
ass
ain't
nigga. Ain't nobody
you
fucking with you,
little
old
nigga. You
nigga.
better help your mother because if I start helping her, you gonna see me all the time.
Stepdaddy, you better help her, nigga. I'm about to have some friends.
Fuck out of here.
I'm about to have some new
brothers like
friends,
shit.
nigga.
Shit. Nah, but that That's funny. Nah.
Fuck you. Niggas are all.
Yeah, that's crazy though. This generation is definitely some shit.
You know, some little nigga said that to me the other day too, bruh. I was walking.
What'd he say?
I was walking from the Silver Diner back to work. And some little young niggas is on one of the awnings. It's like 4 or 5 of them. They fucking doing pull-ups in the middle of the harbor. I don't know where y'all at. Y'all trying to get locked up? Like, we live here. I said, oh, y'all some rich niggas, huh? You think you can do whatever you want? You don't want to be down here getting locked up, hanging on no fucking shit. Because if you break this shit, what you think gonna happen? This shit ain't designed for you to go
Wait.
fucking.
What were they doing curl-ups on?
Fuck you, old man, huh? The awning. Right next to the Carhartt. The awning over it it's got metal bars underneath of it. And they're doing pull-ups on it.
Yeah.
They like 10, 11 years old. They like, fuck you, old man. And I couldn't do nothing but walk away like, well, fuck you.
Fuck me, no, fuck you.
Old man. I can't just go around whipping up little kids and shit. I want to put the hands on.
You can't.
It's a
No,
fuck
they
you, old
right. They,
man.
they be wilding now.
These little kids
you
bad as
can't
shit,
really-
bro. I just don't know no better. I don't know no
I
better.
might be wanting to say shit too, but I mean, they look at me funny like, look who the fuck is this short ass nigga?
Your little fort, nigga. They probably say that to you. I'm a little bigger. They don't.
Yeah, right. Of course.
But that's
Hell
like,
yeah.
It's like, we'll chip your little ass up.
Dude pulled up. Our parking spaces is in the back, right? Pulled up with his van and shit, and just started dumping all the trash in his van on the fucking ground and shit. You know what I'm saying? I had left and he was sitting there. He wasn't doing it yet, but when I came back, he was just dumping shit on the ground and shit. I'm like, bro, I live here, bro. You know what I'm saying? And he got out the car and I got Zoe with me. That's what made me like I got chill. But he got out the car. He was like, "What? You acting like pick it up?" And I'm looking around on the ground, nigga. You gonna put all this shit on the ground all over the place to pick it up? You ain't picking shit up. And then Zoe came around in my mind. I'm like, oh, this ain't right. But he could see that I wasn't playing, you know what I'm saying? So he was like, on man time, bro, I'm gonna pick it all up, bro. I'm not trying to disrespect where you live. But I'm like, after he left it, I'm like, dog, that was dumb as shit of me. Like, what the fuck was I thinking?
Right. You're like, what would have been your next movie? He would have came at you with a knife. Like,
I mean, I'd have handled it, but I put my daughter in all that danger, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Like, I'm like, damn, what the fuck was I thinking, bro? Now that I'm thinking about it, that nigga might have came and bust my window. That might have been him.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Probably like years later, he's like, oh, however long ago this was.
It wasn't that long ago. It probably was like maybe like 2
He's
weeks
like,
ago.
old bitch ass nigga, better mind his business.
He might have did that shit because I know.
Let this nigga know what the fuck happened.
I didn't even think about that because ain't
Get
nobody
all in
taking
my shit.
Yeah, that's all right.
Yeah,
I'm about to become I'm about to become just like Charleston White.
Oh, you seen that? You seen him stab a dude in the head
recently?
Somebody tried to come at him. He poked this dude with his big ass knife. He like got him in the top of the head.
I don't know why they keep playing with him. He's serious. He
stabbed him on the top of the head, and he was all hype and shit. And then they were like, "Yo, he got you, bro. He's bleeding from his head and shit. All that shit. I just seen the video.
That old nigga not playing. Like he keep telling him like I'm gonna kill y'all and it's like whatever. Like y'all can come at me if y'all want to. I'm a civilian.
Right. Like I don't understand. Like he's a regular person like anybody else.
He said, "Look, yeah, I like the one." But he was like, "Don't come to Anchor." He said, "Okay, bro, you ain't got to be all fucking emphatic about it. You calm down. I won't. Fuck Alaska. I don't need to go up there."
Put in Alaska, see what happens.
Is it cold up there?
It's very cold.
Yeah. Listen, I like for my nuts to hang, so you ain't got to worry about me coming to Alaska, my guy.
Hey, Alaska? I got like 2 niggas there. Huh? All right. I won't come. I won't come. You guys.
For that.
I feel like that now. Like I'm gonna mind my business. I'm about to get right to calling the police when I see something weird. I'm about to form a neighborhood watch around my neighborhood. Get all the other old ladies together. And we're gonna walk around with our little trench coats and.
So, Granny, so you in the house, you see somebody breaking into your neighbor's house. Is you gonna say something? Or you gonna mind your business?
There was this speaking about all that shit, like this dude, I guess he's on vacation somewhere, right? And long story short, he stepped on I don't know how, but he stepped or whatever on somebody's shoe. And the dude said, get down there and clean my shoe. You stepped on my shoe, right? Type shit. And he didn't do it. And then he pulled out a weapon. And then he said, he's like, you know what I did after that? I called the fucking police. He's like, I called the motherfucking police. He's like, it's my life over your life. He's like, you gonna try to take mine? Then how about I ruin yours? Like, it was just the shit he said was funny. And some people were like he's snitching, and some other people said he
Yeah, but
wasn't
nah,
snitching.
you got different types of people. You got civilians and you got
Civilians are
soldiers.
supposed to snitch. Supposed to
Right. I'm
snitch.
about to
That's
say
what they
if a
do.
lot of people
And
saying
not that they
they
snitches,
play by
but like, nah, nigga, he's not
Gonna do the
illegal.
everybody
right
plays by
thing.
the same code.
They not on the warfare
Yeah.
with you.
Yeah.
They're gonna do the right thing when they like that.
They don't how do you say it? They don't go by the same code. That's what the
You
guy
shouldn't, you
said. Like,
shouldn't
oh
be
no, somebody in
50,
the
60
comments
years
said
old still doing that shit out there with them niggas. Like, you look weak out there still hanging with the young niggas.
you look stupid as shit saying some dumb shit like that.
I got folks that's in their 40s. All their homeboys is in their early 20s. Maybe some of them even 19. No way. No way. I couldn't do it. Like, nah. And
Their
you're not even a
homeboys
big
are that
homie.
young.
You're not even a big homie. They look at you like an equal. Like, nah, I could do that, man.
It's different.
I think niggas shouldn't carry guns, man, because it give you a different set of power when you feel like you the only one with a gun. Like they stopped making guns the day you bought yours. That's the only reason why he pulled out a gun and said, "Clean my shoe off." Like, nigga, in the real world, you would never fucking do no shit like that. This ain't GTA. You would never
No
do
cap.
shit like that. What's the next step after that? You get him to clean.
Right.
What's the next step after that? Where you think is going?
Make him suck your dick.
Hold my pocket. Hold my pocket. Hold on to this motherfucker. Hold on to my motherfucker. Right, don't you get killed, motherfucker. And you walk with me, motherfucker.
And he
Wait, what?
Hold on,
Just
you
say
nigga. The first thing you said there was agree with him. Yeah, you make him.
I was still talking about what you were talking about at the end, and then he said this, and I was like, wait, what? It took me 2 seconds to hear what the fuck you said, bro. Nah, bro. No, Rex, you gotta repeat that. What'd you say, man?
You don't make him suck his dick.
You said,
nah. You talking about jail or something? Like,
nah, nigga.
And you have to suck my motherfucking dick, motherfucker, when my dick get hard. You talk, motherfucker. That's the shit that go on. Dump that shit too. Hold on, bitch.
It's okay to say that in jail now.
Oh no,
That's when you accept it.
Is he talking about? That's what he's
Right.
gonna do in jail? As what? Like, oh my god, oh man, yo, not even, bro. I didn't know what
It's
he said.
okay,
Like,
Monkey.
I don't even know what he was referencing to, man.
Monkey, would you suck
I
a
had no idea what he was even saying.
Monkey? Would you suck a dick
Man,
for $1 million?
yes. Nah, nigga, what the fuck is wrong with you, bro?
I'm just trying to see.
Never. Would you?
Nah, how much money would you suck it for?
Okay, huh?
How much would you suck it for?
No, nigga, like nothing. Like just like you said,
You'll suck it for
nothing.
nothing?
You said no. It's no for me. You know what's funny?
That's what he
I'm not gonna be like Lil Nas X, right?
You
Yo,
gonna
I
be
heard
like
that
who?
that the whole time, Lil Nas X.
Uh-huh.
You know the gay dude who did the strip dance on the devil in his music video. Yeah, so apparently he was doing that whole gay shit like it was fake, like it was a facade, right?
Well,
now,
I don't believe you.
I mean, imagine. No. I don't believe it either. Somebody tried to tell me that it was a facade and he's not really gay. Now, a lot of people are saying that he wasn't really gay and other shit like that. Either way, he did what he did, and to be honest,
well, what did he do?
Somebody pointed it out to me. You remember Old Town Road? And then he did the song with Billy Ray Eilish, Billy Ray
Cyrus.
Yeah, Cyrus, right?
That's Old Town Road.
Yeah, he did it with him after he made the song by himself for solo. The reason why it wasn't necessarily a fucking country song, they wanted to get off the country charts because it was in top like 100, whatever, right? But it was a different genre. It was like country house, country techno, or country trap. That's what it was, country trap, right? Because of the beat. It was, you know what I'm saying? It was like it has a country type of vibe to it, but it's definitely
The drill rappers use disco beats. That's what it is, drill disco.
no. It'd be I mean, it could be.
No,
I mean, you combine like a lot of things have trap on the end now. Like you have country trap, you have dub trap. Like it's a whole bunch of shit.
Bubblegum
like
trap.
Dubstep trap. Like it's a whole bunch. They use trap.
Goody gumdrops trap.
It could be anything. Yeah, for real. No,
Goody gumdrop trap.
It's all about the beat. It's all about the beat, that how it comes in and how it goes. It could either be house, it could be techno at the end. Like I'm not saying you could combine every single thing like together because now it would just sound whack. You know what I mean? Unless there's actual audience and actually there's that genre, then that's what it is because there's so many different music out tonight. Like it's like
Nah, I think y'all trying to do that with the genders and shit. I think the
No.
lyrics determine the genre of the music.
But that's what I'm saying. So they were trying to take it off because it wasn't country. So
It wasn't
but
country.
the thing is, after they try to pull it, one thing that happened was, oh, now he's gay, and then he did the song with Billy Ray Cyrus, and then all of a sudden it blew up, and then all of a sudden now his career took off. He did all these songs, did all the music videos, and where is he at now? When's the last track that we heard from him?
Well,
He might
I
come
don't
back.
listen to him, but as far as I can tell, he has a following and they listen to his music.
Exactly.
He's winning all kind of awards all over the place. So I mean, like I believe he's a plant. I believe that's what he was.
Right. So, well, I don't know about necessarily the plant, but he played the plant or he played the role, whatever. Right. And now when he comes back, what do you think he's going to come back with? You think